EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Check that. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They need 2. Here's third down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And Chubb will try the middle here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Forced out to his left. Drops it off for Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trey Hendrickson Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Here we go.
Now 3rd down and very long. Richardson to throw off play action. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder on.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Stroud now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10. Downs going in motion left. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Chubb will get the call running left. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Colts had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Flush to his right. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Richardson. Flushed out right. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
On first down, Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. That complete to Downs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Chubb. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson now on second down. Touchdown Colts! Josh Downs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gaines, up and good. He's going to tie the game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Okay, ready?
So first and 10 now from the 30. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Powers by at the 40, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10, here's Richardson with it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson off the play fake. Out to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Oh, he bowls over him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, here's Pierce. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Richardson rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Richardson back to throw it. This one completes Alec Pierce. He's into space past the 25. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Richardson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Richardson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stroud. Flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Richardson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. This pass caught by Hamler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nick Chubb with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
7 Pirates, 7, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here goes Stroud again. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
18, Pioneer. Warriors 17.
And Stroud now to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Stroud looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Now Stroud. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here's Richardson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Indianapolis,